A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. I do not support corruption. Corruption takes money away from children's education. It deprives hospitals of basic necessities. It means that roads are not fixed. Corruption deepens inequality. It siphons off taxpayers' money to make a few cronies richer with the political connections instead of benefiting the people. This government has been doing everything it can to weaken and undermine the Integrity Commission, which is an institution that I designed as Minister of Justice and brought the legislation to Parliament to fight corruption in this country. I have said it before and I will tell you again, Jamaica cannot move forward without a government built on integrity that embraces principles of good governance in this country.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. I hope you guys are in good spirit, my people. Me say me have a piece of bangarang for drop on uno. But before me get in at the bangarang, take a listen to this. 50-year-old Janet Baker was shot and killed in a drive-by attack on Park Lane off Red Hills Road in St. Andrew late Sunday, sending fresh shock waves through a community long battle scarred by gang conflicts and recurring violence. The place tense bad. One resident who did not want to be identified admitted on Monday. My people, may I tell you, say, crime is not done. Crime is not done. Even Marlene Malaomi here in a Parliament said yesterday. She said crime is so high. She said it herself. Sometimes, they don't remember what them fellow ministers say, Yes, because the whole of them are contradict themselves. You see the way them so lie, they can't even keep up with the lines. Why? But I just want to say rest in peace and my condolence goes out to the family. The Port Antonio police in Portland are investigating an incident in which a policewoman was reportedly shot accidentally on Tuesday. Details of the incident have not been released. However, it is understood that the policewoman was rushed to the Port Antonio hospital by colleagues. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says his administration supports action against drug cartels in Caribbean waters, but warns that indiscriminate U.S. strikes could affect the region's economy. Wanna hear that, my people? Andrew Holness said all time on a mouth. This man agree with Donald Trump. Even though insists say UK withdraw them intelligence from the USA, even though him say that. Andrew Holness out here saying he stand with Donald Trump, and what Donald Trump do is unacceptable. It is wrong, my people. It is wrong. This is why UK withdraw them intelligence in the first place. And Andrew Holness tell we say him stand with Donald Trump. So no for no come out and cuss UK this and cuss UK that and say, oh, a UK make Andrew. UK now make Andrew Holness do nothing. Me want to no use this and mark that You sleep on my dead Jamaica. Yeah? You always say, a UK I tell Andrew to do this, and UK have Andrew Holness as puppet. So how comes UK remove them intelligence, but Andrew Holness still stand with Donald Trump? Explain that to me, dirty kin labor right, because you go on like say you educated. You go on like say you full of education. You don't like bat. You don't like bat. Say Prime Minister come and talk about how him stand with Donald Trump. Because if this man come out and say he support action against drug cartels in Caribbean waters, what kind of drug cartels in the Caribbean waters? You will allow to know say, hey, I don't really want to touch on it, I don't really want to touch on it. Everybody knows say the people them aisle them after. Everybody know that. Everybody. So Andrew Holness can't talk about him support. So you see the striking we are going in the Caribbean waters, Andrew Holness support it. You see when time earthquake start lick down Jamaica and the other Caribbean, make sure say not come out and ball, because these strike can cause tsunami. You didn't know that? Uno know that these strike in the Caribbean waters can cause earthquake and tsunami. Uno know that, Jamaica? Uno don't know these things. Uno need to go and read and get some knowledge. Or if uno can't get it, go and beg God for some. Seriously. The rate where Andrew Holness a move, I do not like it, Jamaica. I don't. And uno have to learn to stand up. Andrew Holness is not the government, you know. Andrew Holness is the head of government. And we the people are the government. And we the people are the government. You understand me? So when you hear Andrew Holness talk about him stand with it, Andrew Holness a coward, you know. Andrew Holness a coward. Remember, say Mark Golding come out, you know, and tell off Andrew Holness because Andrew Holness talk about how Jamaica is in America backyard. Remember good, and Mark Golding have to tell him, say, we not in a no America backyard. You understand? We not in a America backyard. Remember good, Jamaica? Remember, say Mark Golding have to tell him, say, we stand pan with foot, we not bend pan with knees round here. You know, remember? I don't know when I remind you of the things them. Come on, no, like when I remind you of the hey, me say, whoa, my wisdom warriors. Mark Golding not easy, you know. Take a listen to this.
Madam Speaker, many Jamaicans were ashamed to hear Prime Minister Andrew Holness declare openly on an American news channel that Jamaica understands the orbit in which we are. We are in the backyard of the United States. No, sir. What is this? Jamaica is not in anybody's backyard, Madam Speaker. We are no puppet or stooge to any foreign power. We are not for sale. As Michael Manley once courageously said, we walk on the world stage on our feet and not on our knees.
My wisdom warriors are the same thing Andrew Holness are doing right now. For Andrew Holness come out and talk about in support Jock Carter's blah 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 strikes and whatever. Andrew are wicked. Andrew are wicked because Andrew knows that them is something that can cause earthquake and tsunami. It is dangerous for our waters. Him know that. Andrew Holness know that. This man evil, you know. This man evil, you know, me, no good. And when people are talk to you, don't take in labor right, you not listen. But guess what? We the people now go sit down and make dunce back like uno. Make Andrew Holness finish us off. We not go allow that. We cannot. Remember say uno come out, you know, and say uno we dead for Andrew and Juliet, you know. Remember uno say them something there, you know. Uno not even love uno self. Uno not love uno life. You understand? Uno no love uno self. Andrew uno love uno idiot, brother. Me tired for tell uno idiot. Uno not have no sense. From uno year Andrew Holness come out and make them attack ya. Andrew Holness fi come down now. If he resign. If he resign. Anyway, my people, we're moving on because uno know say our best legislator, Mark Jefferson Golden, have to send back the JLP minister to the drawing board. Take a listen to this.
The main issue I want to say about the order is this. The duration of the order, Minister, is that it expires, it's for a period which commenced on the date Melissa hit, October 20th, 2025, and it terminates on March 31 next year. So it's a very short period that's covered by this order. And when I look at the provision in the law, it says that the initial period during which compliance with the requirements referred to in subsections 1A and B, which are the contraction of the economy by more than 1.5% of GDP, so the initial period during which compliance with those requirements may be suspended shall terminate at the end of the financial year following the eventuality. So to my mind, you're selling yourself short, Minister, by having it end in the financial year that we are in and that the calamity occurred. Because it's supposed to be, it should terminate at the end of the financial year following the calamity. This is important because the effects of this are likely to impact the upcoming fiscal year. So I question the period, and there's another reason why it is important that we get that date right, because it says that, and this is a proviso to the to that same provision. And that provision, Minister, is subsection 4 of section 48C of the Financial Administration and Audit Act, subsection 4. And it goes on to say that where the Fiscal Commissioner has validated in the prescribed manner that the residual impact of the eventuality means Melissa in this case, is significant enough to warrant the continued suspension of the requirements, the fiscal rules. The suspension of the requirements may be continued for an extended period of one more financial year immediately following the initial period of the suspension. So that would give you 2 years, potentially, plus the period between now and March, during which Jamaica could utilize this envelope, massive envelope of resources that were announced yesterday to try and get the recovery going. But the way the order is worded, this one expires in March, and then the law only allows you to have one more fiscal year of suspension after that, which I don't think is desirable. So I'm suggesting to you, Minister, that you revisit this, take a moment, or maybe more than a moment, to look at it. But I don't think that the order that's before us complies with subsection 4 in its current form. I think the idea, and I was very involved in the drafting of it, so I'm speaking from a position of some knowledge of this, because when the amendments that we're looking at to do with the suspension of the fiscal rules were passed, I was the chairman of the legislation committee of cabinet then, and went through it with a fine-tooth comb with the technocrats from finance. So I'm saying that the intention is definitely that it should last for a year following the fiscal year in which the calamity occurs. And we shouldn't be constrained to have a suspension for a few months till March, and then you only have one more potential year to March 2027 of suspension. So that's my contribution. I'd love to hear from you when you're going to amend the Act to adjust that target, and also to reconsider the deadline or the end of the period, of the initial period, which currently is March 31, 2026, but I think ought to be March 31, 2027. Thank you.
A few moments later.
There is an error in the order. It should be March 31st, 2027, and as rightly pointed out by the leader of the opposition. So, Madam Speaker, we will... So, Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, we ask for a 5 minutes recess so that we can reprint order and have the minister sign it. Suspension for 5 minutes, Madam Speaker.
House, the question, no, members. The question is that the House be suspended for 5 minutes. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. That is, members, to facilitate the adjustment of the order. Thank you, Marshall.
Wanna say that, do my people? All Parliament have to suspended. All Parliament have to suspended. And when they get up, they talk about Mark Bolin and know nothing, and Andrew Wallace them this, and Labour right there in ducks like a bat. Let me tell you now. And at first this happen all the time, nearly every week. Mark Golding have to correct them. And at them the people there, them they set a drunker there, I lead the country. Them they set a drunker there, I lead the country. This JLP administration need for dismantle from out of the country. This JLP admin, every single one of them need to resign. Because they don't have a clue, they don't know nothing what them do. They don't know nothing, they don't have no vision. I be a hype, I be a PR, I just pure lie them tell. Mighty God, me I tell you, Mark Golding, big up yourself. Because you always correct these people. You always correct them. Thank God you're there. You are the brain in the house. And everybody know that. This is why them a fight you. This is why them a fight you. But who don't know if fight Mark Golding? Uno no for fight Mark Golden because Mark Golden save uno majority of the time. And uno JLP ministers know that. Uno is just a set of hypocrite. That's all it is. Anyway, my people, take a listen to this.
So just before me go all about, can I ask you something? When I remember that orange clothes here, that orange sweatsuit here. 2 Sundays ago, I wore it to the Old Harbour Bay fishing village, yeah? And I'm going to say this to you. I spoke about an earthquake that was supposed to come here in December based on information that I gathered, and I was compelled enough to come and issue a warning. Now the truth is, not much you can do to prepare yourself for an earthquake, but I was really targeting persons who were living on the shorelines of Jamaica. Yeah, people who, if the earthquake actually come, yeah, you're not gonna have much time to really respond from the kind of tsunami that we could expect. I kind of moved away from the video. I delete the video because after 20 minutes after posting the video, there was over 25,000 views. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But the comments, and then I felt overwhelmed that I was overwhelming other persons in a time of grief and disaster. And I thought that it was too much for the people, but it had gone too late because people take a video and have it out there. So I saw the video again, the same video with me when me think me delete, where somebody put up fake. And this youth ever come frighten the people them. Well, today is December 2nd, 2025. The day pretty much done, a night now. And December 1st, there was a 3.1 earthquake registered on the Richter scale. Yeah? 3.1. You ever say, but you did say 7.5. And that you did say. Well, tell you what. I am not praying for an earthquake to come to Jamaica. I got information and I thought I needed to tell my people that, listen, it's possible that this could happen because the Melissa so-called storm will come here. It mess up the seabed away. And I think we could have an aftershock or whatever them call it. So the video that I have as my source, because my source name come from CNN and BBC and TVJ or CVM or no America news channel or weather channel. My source came from just an independent individual who have done some research and have already spoken to scientists and stuff who pretty much gave him his information. I still have the video. And there are persons who messaged me and I sent it to them. I shared it with them. I said, yo, I can't put it on the platform. Yeah? Even Fifth Element, and I respect Fifth Element because she's always talking facts. But other things that she's just a loudmouth lady on the internet based on what I hear from some people and whatever. And I just listen to some people and them talk and I just shake my head because a lot of you don't listen to when the real people in our country talk. And that's how I'm going to feel it. So when I get a 3.1 down there, so yesterday, I'm not excited about it, but that's pretty much a wake-up call. Here, we must stop down the real spiritual people in our country. Me am not a prophet. But just when Father God downloads something in my spirit, I may drop it on you. Can't take it as I want to take it now. The little dirty people them know when I talk about me fake. One of them. Where are you now? What one of them now? When the earthquake lit down at St. Elizabeth yesterday, where were you? What were you saying? An earthquake. I want truck that pass. I never earthquake. I want truck that pass. I honor the people in our country listen to about influencer. People if stop follow Uno and stop listening to Uno. Uno is a disgrace. Uno is a disgrace. I think that me glad for know some of my people are about to be ravaged. I want to prepare my people as much as we can prepare. There's not much you can do when there's an earthquake, and not much you can do. But if you live close to the shorelines and your ear say you could have tsunami type action, tsunami type waves. Yeah? That could hit people can join. Me on that say, yo, people, and I really want to scare nobody, but based on my little research, this could have happened, you know. And I really, the people them when live close to the sea, and them people are going to be affected. I did it at Old Harbour Bay because Old Harbour I come from, it's the largest fishing village in the Caribbean. Old Harbour Bay, and I did it right there so that my people them from Old Harbour Bay can just say, you know what, now listen to Marvin, you know, and if anything should happen, take ourselves fast because man say tsunami. That them I say, a lot of people have been getting dreams about this thing. I am not God. But see it there, I delete the video, I have to come back now on the 2nd of December to say, it was registered yesterday, December 1st. There was a 3.1 earthquake, 3.1 on the Richter scale earthquake that happened on St. Elizabeth again. On St. Elizabeth again, I think a Goshen, St. Elizabeth, it hit Paliment. Father God, I don't know how much we can take as a people, but me just want my people and to know say, I don't know if I feel like everybody just want to run come be an alarmist. Some of we, the Father God, download certain things too. We spread awareness fast so we can save lives because nobody else not do it for me now. Nobody else not do it for now. I love my country and I love my people them, and none of you can stop me. You can't stop me, period, from loving my people. I only want them when they love me. I only me love. Because God know me, I pray for God help me so me can feed some of uno. The one them when I like Marvin. Me want God to help me to feed uno. And if you don't have pitney to feed uno, I want to pitney them too. Genuinely feed uno too. I'm dead serious. And it is going to happen. It is going to happen. And there's not only can do to stop it. One love. I'm going to take care. I'm going to take care. Stop doubt Marvin Edgar. I'm going to stop doubt me. You remember me not telling us in one of that video quickly before me not to want this video if it goes so long. Me telling you in one of that video say, yeah, God. It would be the greatest thing if the government of Jamaica could do a reciprocal visa fee thing like what America is doing, because America have it enthroned in them big beautiful bill with Donald Trump signed, where the visa fees are now going to be raised, bringing it from whatever it is now to $435 US. If we are supposed to do the same thing, and we should, then Jamaica could make $210 billion a year. Yeah, man, just from visa fees. If we should just now have a $435 US visa fee if you come to Jamaica. Some of you are saying, you're crazy, nobody wouldn't come to Jamaica. People want to come here and they will pay whatever amount of money they will have to pay to come here because Jamaica is a brand. People love with energy. You know what happened just this weekend? England said to Canada, here we go on, Canada, you can't come here again unless you know a visa for 6 months. We're going to charge you $30. You know how much Canadian goes to the UK per year? 1 million. So 1 million times $30, that's 30 million. And it only lasts 6 months. England, just do it. Just implement it. Go and Google it. I don't know if me information. Me not mess with my information. That was one of my other idea where Jamaica could have made. So 3 million Americans visit Jamaica. 3 million Americans visit Jamaica per year. 435 US times 3 million. I will give you 1.3 billion US times 161 for the US dollar. And you will get 210 billion Jamaican dollars. Yeah. I may have some other initiatives we can make billions of dollars. When I just see man walk around and think say we are idiot. Put me in the office now. And watch what me do. Stop doubt Marvin Edgar. Stop doubt me. Wanna stop doubt me. Wanna watch me. I don't know. Watch me.
My wisdom warriors, yes, I'm going to left it. Wanna tell me what you think, wanna tell me how you feel about all this, and put an honest opinion in the comment section. Like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome and big up on a nice clean self. One love.
Jamaican people want better. Economy coming like stormy weather. Ancestors are turning on them grave. They can tell me how we can do it together. When we look at the future of precipice, we see Jamaica needs the vision of the PNP. People said the bag of promises them can't carry go shop. And the crime rate getting high. I wonder when it all goes stop, comrades. Jamaican people want better. Economy coming like stormy weather. Ancestors are turning on them grave. We can tell me.
The proceeding was brought to you by the People's National Party.
You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister around the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right stand that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.